Hello, so I'm going to do the tutorial on basic brushes we need, and this was a request by someone, and I'm sorry I took so much time to get back to you. I've been having a really hectic few days, and let's talk about it. So for foundation, you need at least two brushes. One is a flat brush. This is from Kind Collective, and I love this brush. This is basically made of non-synthetic material, and for any liquid blushes you want, liquid foundation, you want to use a brush like this, which is a flat brush and is made of non-synthetic material. I also have a smaller one which is a flat brush in the from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I basically use this in the corners here if I want to apply some concealer, and that's the other flat brush I have. My main foundation brush is this angled brush, and this is the best one. This is the number 22 from NYX Cosmetics, and it just helps me if I have a full coverage foundation to blend it all into my skin. You also need a thick makeup sponge. I don't have it here, I'm doing it near my kitchen, basically to wet the sponge and then blend the foundation into your skin. It is very helpful too. I also have a couple of small ones which I use for my concealer as well. Now for concealer you need these two brushes. So one has a sharpish sort of a corner or tip which I use to get into this area, and this is also from Kind Collective, and this is from NYX Cosmetics. This is a dense brush but a smaller size, so I can pat my concealer, and you must have seen me using this into the areas where I'm using my concealer because it's very dense and smaller in size. Now I have a big fluffy brush. This is to apply translucent powder. So this is very loosely built, so I don't like using a puff because it just settles too much of product into my face. I like a little bit of a slightly powdered look if at all I'm using, and generally don't use a powder. And this is the brush I use. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics as well, and it's a total face brush. So I just touch the translucent powder and just apply it into the areas that I've applied my concealer. My most brushes are for my eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow you at least need 5 basic brushes. So you need 3 different sized brushes. So you need a large one, which is the basic brush to kind of blend your base in and to blend all the products in. So you can just go like that. And then you have a middle size brush just to tap in the middle part, and if you want to tap any other product in. And then the inner corners, you have one of this, and I also have a sharp edged one like this one just to get into the inner corner. I also have a dense brush as well. This I use when I want to tap, for example, I want to tap some eyeshadow. This is the Milani palette. If I want to tap some eyeshadow under my eyes, I like a flat brush. The best flat brushes are made by MAC, and they come in different sizes. The thinnest one is from MAC. I don't have it here, but that's one of the best brushes. I also have this flat brush which is much thinner, which I use if I want to pat some eyeshadow to make it look like a eyeliner. And the inner corner, I don't use that brush. I use these two brushes. This is a very thin brush, so it can get in here. It can draw lines here. If you want to do a unique eyeliner look, you can get in there. And this one I use to apply highlighter into my inner corner. I have an angled brush like this. This is also beautiful to use to apply your liner. So those are my basic brushes, and then I have a couple of angled brush. This one is a fan brush that I got from Shein, and those brushes that I have are mostly from Morphe, and some of them are unnamed, but basically Morphe, Kind Collective, NYX and e.l.f. have the best brushes that are cheap to buy. Revlon brushes are also not bad. This one is an angled one that I use to get into this area. If I want to tap the product into this area, this is the brush I use, and I got it from Shein. This is another angled brush that I like to use for the same kind of purpose. I also use a brush like this if I want to apply some concealer. say in the middle of my nose bridge and I want to apply it without actually spreading the product, then I use something like this and I would then blend it in. I don't have time now to do that, but this, you get the idea. So this is basically that sort of a brush to do that. And so those are the most important brushes you need. And then this is the last one, the blush brush. You need a very loosely built large brush, because when you apply blush, you don't want the blush to be concentrated in one area. Hello, Princess, my dog is here. I've just come from work and she just wants some attention. And you know, when you apply it, you just want to blend it well, look like it's part of your skin. You don't want it to be too concentrated in an area, and you want to blush right. This is an unnamed brush that I got online. I can't remember where I got it from, but you get the idea. You need a loose brush that is large to apply some blush and contour, blush and bronzer. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if there's any further questions, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. Have a great evening, guys. Yeah, baby, on with